I am Misbah Sheikh from New LG Institute of Engineering Technology, presenting digital fundamental lectures. Today, I am going to cover a number system followed by the various number system conversions and example based on this, as we are having a different number system. So this topic will be covered in 3 parts. So this would be the part 1 and the remaining will be covered in the coming lectures. Let's talk about the different number systems that is found in our digital system. Now digital system using this 4 kind of the number system, that is decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and the hexadecimal number system one by one. Now binary number system, as we know, it is having a base 2 and it holds only 2 values from 0 and 1. Now the binary number that we can represent like this, as we know, it consists of the 2 digit only, 0 and 1. So using this 2, 0 and 1, we can form any of the binary number. And as I talked earlier, we can convert a one number system to any other number system. So we'll see the conversion from binary to decimal, binary to octal, and binary to hexadecimal one by one. And this is the table. It shows the value from power 0 to up to 2 raised to 7, that we all know. 2 raised to 0 considered as a 1, 2 raised to 1, that is 1, 2 raised to 2, that is 4, and so on. Now the next is decimal. As I talked earlier, the decimal system uses total of 10 digit. It has a base 10 and total of 0 to 9. So here also we can convert. The conversion possible for the decimal to binary, decimal to octal, and the decimal to hexadecimal. So we'll see these 3 conversion. Now next is octal. As we all know, as I talked earlier, it uses a total of 8 digit, 0 to 7, and it is having a base 8. So we can use any of 0 to 7 digit to obtain any of the octal number. For example, see here in this case, 273. It is having a combination from 0 to 7. For 5644, it is from 0 to 7. So we can form like this: 0, 1, 7, 3 and base 8. And similarly, we can have a conversion octal to decimal, octal to binary, and this octal to hexadecimal. Now next is hex number system, and we all know this hexadecimal, that means base is 16. So number is from 16 minus 1, base minus 1, that is a 15. So number range from 0 to 15. Now from 0 to 15, hex number that is similar to decimal digit 0 to 9, as you can see from the screen, and the remaining 10 to 15, that it is represented. 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and 15 is F. So this is how numbers from 10 to 15 is represented into the hexadecimal, and any hexadecimal number can be represented from 0 to 15, range of 0 to 15. So 8, 9, F, A, that is one hexadecimal number, as you can see from the screen. Right. So as with the another number system, we can convert our hexadecimal to the decimal number system, to the binary number system, and the octadecimal number system. Now we will see the conversion from decimal to binary. We will take the one number, that is 41. What we have to do in decimal to binary number, we have to keep on dividing our given number by 2 until we get the remainder is less than 2. Once we get the remainder less than 2, we have to get all the bits of a remainder from bottom to up. Now we see the example. Now when 41 divided by 2, that is quotient is 20 and the remainder is 1. Now 20 when divided by 2, the quotient is 10 and the remainder is 0. If we divided 10 by 2, the quotient is 5 and the remainder is 0. When divided by 2 of 5, we get the remainder as 1. When 2 is divided by 2, the remainder is 0. Now we have to traverse from the last remaining remainder from 1 to 1 2 till this point. So the binary number we get here is 1 0 1 0 0 1. So as you can now here, so this is our 1 bit, this is our 2 bit, this is 4, this is 8, this is 16, and this is 32. So here the 1 bit, only we have to consider the 1 bit. So this is 32 plus 8 plus 1, that is equal to 41. So this is how we have converted our decimal number to the binary number. Now let us talk about, now take another example. Now let us take another example, that is 198 divided by 2. So here when divided this by 2, remainder is 1, 2 2s are 4, remainder is 1, remainder is 1, 2 7s are 14, remainder is 0, 2 3s are 6, remainder is 1, 2 1s are 2, remainder is 1. So we have to consider the digit from this 1 1 till this point. So this is how we convert this our decimal number, that is 198, to our binary number, that is 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 and 0. So this is how we can convert any decimal number to the binary number. Now let us talk about any fraction number if it is given. So in this case, now this is our fractional number that we have to convert equivalent binary fraction. What we will do, here we will multiply with the 2 and we will separate out our integer part and the fraction part. So this 0.6875 multiply with the 2, the integer we get 1 and the fractional we get 0.3750. So if we multiply this term with the 2, you will get 1.3750, out of which you have to separate this integer part and then fraction part. Now consider this fraction part. We have to again multiply with the 2, and for that we get the integer as 0 and the fraction is 0. So we have to keep on multiply until we get the fraction as 0. Now here in this case we get this fraction as 0. We have to stop here, and now in this case we have to so here after getting fraction is 0, we have to go from top to bottom. So here 1 0 1 1, it's our binary equivalent. So this 0.1011, that is a binary equivalent of this fraction 0.6875. So this is how we can convert our decimal fraction to any binary fraction equivalent. Now how we will convert this decimal to octal? So as in case with the binary, we divided by our number with the 2. So here in octal, we have to divide our number with the 8. So when 798 we divided by 8, we get the quotient at 99 and the remainder we got is 6. Now again when divided by 8, the quotient is 12 and the remainder is 3. So until here, now last the remainder is 1, so that is less than 8. So we have to stop here and we have to go from top to bottom. So here the result is 1436 in the octal number equivalent of our given decimal, that is 798. Now let us see another example how we can convert this our example how we will convert our decimal to octal equivalent. Now we are given a number 153 and we have to find the octal equivalent of it. So here the remainder we get is 1. Now when divided by 8, 8 2s are 16. We get the remainder as 3. Now next. Now, so this 2 which is less than 8, we have to stop here. Now we have to go from this point to this. So for the 153 which is our decimal number, we got the equivalent is 231, that is in octal. So this is how we can divide, we can get this binary equivalent, octal equivalent of the given decimal number. Now, how we, as we did in the binary fraction, to get a fractional fraction, we multiplied the number, our decimal fraction with this 2. So here in this case, we have to multiply. If we want to convert this decimal fraction to the octal fraction, we have to multiply with this 8. Now 0.53 is multiplied with the 8, we get the integer part is 4 and the fraction is this. Now again take the fraction, take this fraction and we multiply by 8. We get the integer 0 and the fraction is this. Again fraction is here, multiply with the 8, we get the integer 6 and the fraction is this. So we have to continue the process until we get the fraction is equal to 0. But here we are not getting fraction is 0. So we have to stop till, and we have to consider till 5 to 7 digit. So here now we have to write the result from top to bottom. So here we get this is 0.40657. We have considered a 6 digits. As I talked earlier, if you are not getting fraction value as 0, you can stop till 5 to 7 digit. So this is how we can convert our octal decimal number into the octal number. Now how we can convert our decimal number into the hexadecimal equivalent. So again, as with the another case, we have to divide our given decimal number with the 16. When 798 is divided by the 16, we get the quotient 49 and the remainder is 40. Now again this number is divided with the 16, we get the remainder is 13 now, which is less than 16. Now we'll consider the result this from this, and we all know that is 14 in hexadecimal is written as a E. So now our answer is this, that is 3E base 16, which is the hexadecimal equivalent of the 798 decimal number. Now let's take another example, that is 49. That is our decimal number that we have to find out the hexadecimal equivalent. So we have to divide this 49 with the 6. Now 16 3s are 48 and we get 1 as a reminder. Now we cannot now divide it with this 16, which is less than, remainder we are getting less than 16. So now we have to consider result from this to this. So this 31 is a hexadecimal equivalent of our 49 decimal number. Now let's talk about the hexadecimal fraction part. Now how we can convert this hexadecimal fraction to the decimal fraction to the hexadecimal fraction. Now how we can convert our fractional decimal to the hexadecimal fraction. Again, we have to multiply the given number with the 16. We have to separate out this integer part and the fraction part. whatever fraction we are getting, we have to again multiply with the 16 until we get the fraction 0. Here now we are getting the fraction as 0. So we have to stop here and we have to write the result from top to bottom. Here the 10 is an integer, but we have to write in hexadecimal 10 as a. So here our answer is 0.88 in the hexadecimal. So here now we can convert any decimal fraction number into hexadecimal fraction equivalent. Now we have seen all the conversion from decimal. Now we will see the binary number system to the any number system conversion. First we will talk how we can convert any binary number to the decimal. Let's take an example. Suppose 101, this is my binary number. How we can convert into the equivalent decimal number? So here in this case, here 101, that is our binary number. So what we have to do, start from this digit rightmost, that is our LSB. So that is multiply with the 2 raised to 0 power, then take the next digit, that is 0, that is multiply with the 2 raised to 1 power, and then the last digit, that is multiply with the 2 raised to 2 power. So 2 raised to 2 multiply with the 4, so plus 0 plus 1 into 2 raised to 0 power, that is 1. So our equivalent digit is equal to 5. So this is how we can get any decimal equivalent of the binary number. Now let's talk about our fraction number. Now 0.101, that is fractional binary, and we have to convert into the decimal binary. So for the fraction we have to go right. So we have to start with this digit. So 1 multiply with the 2 raised to minus 1 power, plus 0 will multiply with the 2 raised to minus 2 power, and the 1 last digit, that is multiply with the 2 raised to minus 3 power. So this is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. This is multiply with the 0. So this term gets 0, and 1 by 8, that is 2 raised to minus 3, that is 1 by 2 raised to 3, that is 1 by 8. We get the 0.125. When we sum up all these, we get the 0.65. So this is the binary equivalent. 0.101 binary equivalent is equal to 0.625 in the decimal. So this is how we can convert any binary fractional into the decimal fraction. Now let's take one example. Suppose 0.110, that is binary is given, and we have to convert into this decimal equivalent. So we'll start here 110, start with this. So 1 gets multiplied with the 2 raised to minus 1, plus this 1 gets multiplied with the 1 into 2 raised to minus 2, plus 0 into 2 raised to minus 3. So this is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4, that is 0.5, and that is this is plus 0.25. So 0.25 plus 0.5. So we get 0.75 here. 5, 7 and point. So the decimal equivalent of this binary fraction is equal to 0.75. So this is how we can convert any of the binary fraction into the decimal fraction. Now let's talk about the binary to hexadecimal conversion. This is a very simple example how we can convert our binary number into the hexadecimal. As we all know, how we can get a 16. So 2 raised to 4 power, we get a 16. So we have to make a group of 4 bits here. Now here I have to start from here 1011, 0110, 1100 and 10. So last only 2 bits are there. So we have to add 210. Here it's a hexadecimal equivalent to, this is our what bits? This is 12. This is our 6 and this is our 8, 4, 2, 1. That is our 11. And as we all know, 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and 15 is F. So we start from the left 2 and 12. 12 that is our C, 6 and 11 that is our B. So this is our hexadecimal equivalent of any binary number is given. So now let's talk about how the fraction binary gets converted into the hexadecimal fractional equivalent. See here we have to start making a group from this side 111. Here is again 4 zeros and the last one is this remaining 4 ones, that is our 15, that is this is our 0 and this is our 6. So 15, the 15 that is our F. So here 0.F06, this is our hexadecimal fraction of this 0.1111400110. So this is our answer. Now, how this hexadecimal now let's take how this hexadecimal number gets converted into the binary equivalent. So here how now first 61. Now what is the binary equivalent of 66? That is we have to consider 4 bits. So 0110 and the 41. For 1 we are having the binary equivalent, hexadecimal binary equivalent is 2. So the number we get 0110 0001 into the binary. So for the 61 in hexadecimal, we get the binary is this. Now, what about this fraction? 8a point d, that is given in hexadecimal. And we have to convert into the binary fraction. So, for 8, we are having 100 in the binary. For A that means 10. 10 is written as a 1010. So we'll write in place of A 1010 and the D, A, B, C and D. A is for 10, B is for 11, C is for 12 and D is for 13. So we have to write 1101. So this is our binary fractional of these hexadecimal fraction given. So this is how we can convert any hexadecimal number to the binary number.